Are we back?
We should be back.
All right. Reload yo streams. We will BS. Oh, y'all are back. So I have to show once we kind of know if folks are back in here. I have to show off.
This works reasonably well. Holy shit. So, everybody, now that we're back online, I did not expect this to work as well as it does. I'm not streaming this into XSplit directly. I am streaming this into the new Shadowcast 2 Pro's online website app, and then back into XSplit from that.
Wow.
And it works perfectly. Holy shit, it's so easy.
Wait, everyone can hear, right? Let's just make sure they can hear.
Yeah, let's make sure.
And you're gonna have to give me a tutorial, Ryan.
It's working perfectly. It makes me nervous.
Yeah, seems a little too good.
Journey continues.
Don't know whatever it was that Ryan said, but
Is that because you couldn't hear me, or because I was too
that's
excited and
what I'm
spoke too
wondering.
fast, and you just
was
I
that
tech
I didn't
jargoned
understand the
too
tech
quickly.
explanation, or
The short version is that my new capture card kills. This thing is amazing. I'm very happy right now.
Okay, so two things before we get started here. One of them is congrats to the FF fans. I will say again that Julian nailed this for me by basically saying it's like the scene in Matilda where you're given the chocolate cake and you're like, this is amazing, but then they make you eat the whole cake.
Yes, and I will say
so
there's a little too much of this.
Because cards on the table for everybody, I am trying to outrace my own students before the end of spring break. I have warned them that if they spoil this for me, I will fail them on the spot. For the term.
I had to do that with Tears of the Kingdom in the summer because I had students that were starting it and writing journals on it, and I was like, I have to be ahead of where they are.
What I will say is 5 hours in, about 2 hours in, I reached a wall of side quests that absolutely stopped forward progress of the game. And I am going to 100% this because this is my game. But
okay, now I want to play it. Wall of side quests is my language.
One more thing before that's my language too. One more thing before we get started.
Yes.
Which is my Valentine's gift from Joe was from Japan, and it is a music box with the main theme to FF7, which, as we all know, is not Dana's favorite Final Fantasy game, but this one was in stock. The FF8 one wasn't in stock, or I think he probably would have gotten me that one. And then we looked at what the other ones had been. These were just released in Japan. They're like cute little boxes. The one for FF4 I think would have been my choice actually, because 4 was Theme of Love. Because it was like, well, what song do you pick, right? Like, you know,
for a music box.
And for 6, guess what track they picked for 6 for these music boxes?
Searching for Friends.
Yes. Does that surprise anybody else? I was surprised. I thought
that's weird.
For the length of it works really well on Music Box. That's why.
Anyway, here it is. Let me
Yeah, I'm gonna mute the
yeah, I was gonna say mute the stream, and I will.
Yeah.
I'll hold it, I guess, up to my mic.
Box.
Yep.
It's adorable in music box format,
isn't it?
I just want all the music boxes now. Damn,
I
that's
do.
amazing.
Yeah,
I do too.
I'm sold.
It's so cute.
You just want it to go on, though, right?
Yeah, I know. It worked, though.
It does. It's glorious.
All right, apparently I did this a lot, so hopefully it's running out of steam here.
All right.
Don't mind my music box still going. I wound it a little too aggressively.
Everybody, we are going to get going here. Left, right.
Oh, you have Searching for Friends. That's cute.
All
They
right.
have another one for Aerith's name. That's fun. I thought they just had one per game, but I didn't
They
really
do have
look
one
that
per game, but
closely.
they treat remake as a separate title.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
And based on what I have played so far, and I 100%ed remake, I think that's fair. This is not Final Fantasy VII. It's not Final Fantasy VII-2. It is a whole
going.
new interesting thing. And we're going to find out exactly how interesting right now.
I mean, I guess we'd call this a reboot, maybe? More than a remake?
It's a weird
A
thing though, because
rebirth.
Unlike... I've got to get into my own little article for 90
I was
seconds
gonna-
here.
Yeah.
Unlike my go-to comparison for full-blown remakes, which is Ocean's 11 Sinatra, Ocean's 11 Clooney,
Yeah.
this title acknowledges that Frank Sinatra exists,
Yeah.
right? George Clooney never talks about if Sammy Davis Jr. is gonna die,
Right.
right? But they absolutely engage in that conversation, not just obliquely, directly, in these remade series of titles. So I don't know what to do with that yet, but I'm loving it.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm gonna turn off the wireless controller speaker so that the stream can hear everything, but I advise strongly, if you get this, have the controller speaker be on unless you're streaming.
Good to know.
Alright, we will play on normal difficulty.
Dynamic? Is that supposed to mean hard?
No, it automatically
Or adaptive.
adjusts based on how well you're doing, so it's always
it's
as
like
hard
the
as you can do it.
GRE, except cool. And
Yes.
not like the GRE at all. God, remember that crap?
Alright, here we go.
Clarinet.
If you have not finished Remake and don't want everything spoiled, you need to leave now. I'm sorry.
Shit.
Sorry, Julianne.
Keep it in the corner of my eye.
I'm waiting, clown.
Sexy.
I'm here on the Mako Expressway. The scene is indescribable. Countless buildings have been leveled, and part of the road has collapsed. The smoke rising from the rubble is reminiscent of a funeral pyre.
Yikes.
Of course, this is only the most recent in a series of crises. Multiple
Soup.
reactor bombings, followed by the fall of the fall of the Sector 7 plate, culminating in this unprecedented destruction, caused by a massive tornado which swept through Sectors 0, 1, and 2. After a briefing with Shinra investigators, Mayor Domino released a statement, declaring the tornado to be, quote, weather warfare,
They're
perpetrated by
warfare.
the infamous insurgent group known as Avalanche.
Yep.
The administration also suspects
Terrorism.
the involvement of Wutai, and has begun
So many good
investigations into-
motivic mixtures in this.
The music is wild, yeah.
Holy moly.
Oh, I like their news network logo. That's well done. Looks real. Oh, I like that.
Wait, no,
I like
there's
Andrew's
a
idea.
sustained tone bridging us. Do y'all hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah! Sorry.
We broke Julianne. I think we broke her.
This whole thing rules.
I like Andrew's idea of having a ludic remake, but not a narrative remake.
I don't know.
He
This
said
is like,
story.
I think, or well, yeah, he did say story, but
That's why I
He's allergic to narratology, right? Or wait, it's the other way around.
Look at these bros.
Wait, did you hear that shift to the Crisis Core main theme?
No, because I don't know what the Crisis Core theme is.
The reharm there.
Oh, that's what they do?
Dang.
Of course, this is only the most recent in a series of crises. Multiple reactor bombings, followed by the fall of the fall of the Sector 7 flight.
Boy, that tornado really did a number on the city.
I thought another reactor blew up.
Which must have been caused by the tornado.
Man, when it
All right,
rains, it
Kyrie or Kyrie? Vote in the chat.
over there.
Kyrie.
Kyrie.
Expressway. Search
I
and
would
rescue
hope so.
operations are
I would
already
imagine
in
most of this
progress.
crowd will go for Kyrie.
down the road that I must travel.
Ex-soldier, armed with a buster sword. Highly dangerous.
Buster Sword.
I repeat, the fugitive is an ex-soldier, armed with a buster sword.
Back over here.
Armed with a buster sword, you say?
The rescue
Ah.
team has people from the rubble.
Friends!
Quick, get the camera off him. Come on, this way.
Contact the SAR team. Targets have been secured. We are
Uh-oh.
Move it. We're taking off.
Oh, look, it's Eris.
You're never gonna let that go, are you?
I said Erisith. I acknowledged. Or no,
She's a Sith.
Erisith. Hey, Kyrie.
Excuse me. Could you look after my friend? Just for a bit. Too much Mako. But he'll be fine.
Why did he pick a relatively tiny framed girl to hold up his likely kind of heavy friend?
She had
When the-
named character vibes.
Yeah, well.
So what's wildly fun is that we don't play as Cloud.
For the whole game.
I'm not saying anything.
So this is neat
Ooh,
for
this is
those of
giving
you that actually
cartoon
played
vibes.
Crisis Core. You're like, look what I'm doing.
Yeah, this
right?
feels like the sequel to Crisis Core for sure. In the alternate reality where Zack doesn't die.
This is very Final Fantasy 13, this music.
I never played 13.
I will,
That's no surprise.
like-
as much as
Straight up
everybody
13.
knocks 13, the music slaps.
The music's
Well,
so good.
everyone knocks 8 and the music slaps for that too, so maybe there's a theme here that we need to pay more attention to the music, even if the game isn't as popular.
These two tried.
I love, did you see in the middle of Zack's combo, he's got 2 jump kicks in there? Because he's an absolute badass compared to Cloud. Alright.
Well, he's less
Shimamura did 15, by the way, not 13. 13
Oh
is
yeah.
Hamazu.
Where's she 15?
I was gonna say Zack has fewer issues than Cloud, right?
No.
No?
At this point in the timeline, they have the same issues.
Ah, okay.
I don't think we covered Crisis Core on the stream. But
No.
since this game assumes you know Crisis Core, and I will note that a remake of Crisis Core came out a year ago specifically to prep you for this title. Zack and Cloud never leave Nibelheim for the 5 years of time gap. Like, why didn't Cloud go visit Tifa in the 5-year interim there? After Sephiroth goes nuts at Nibelheim, Zack and Cloud both pass out and are genetically experimented on by Hojo in the basement of Nibelheim. And their memories and genetics are confounded together. That's why Cloud is simultaneously attractive both to Tifa, who is his person, and to Aerith, who dated Zack.
Oh.
Their memories of each person get conflated. And if you read between the lines in the PlayStation original, that's made manifest, but it's explicit in Crisis Core.
This is so messed up. All of it.
8-bit Aria, don't you have an Aerith jacket? Aerith jacket? I feel like I saw a picture recently of you wearing an Aerith jacket. And it was cool.
Look at this weird Eris theme. Eris theme that we're getting. Ma'am.
What's that?
Again, the game assumes you know.
Game assumes I know. It looks like the crystal in Labyrinth that David Bowie is like juggling. It's a crystal, nothing more.
All right, well, peace out, Zach.
Alright. Seeing as we've got the time, want to tell the rest of us about you and your buddy Sephiroth?
Sure. If Tifa doesn't mind.
Me? Yeah, no problem. It's...
It all started 5 years ago. I was 16 at the time. There was hardly any work for soldiers back then. The little there was boring as hell. My heart wasn't in it. Then, out of nowhere, the job of a lifetime came. A mission with Sephiroth. I couldn't believe my luck.
I love this minor mode-ish rendition of the main theme.
Yo, we had that augmented second
Yeah.
in the main theme. Woohoo!
Hey man, feeling any better? Oh good. Sure don't look it. Wish I could help, but never been motion sick. Sorry, man.
Whatever.
Ready to do this?
This flashback is infamous for being one of gaming's first truly unreliable narratives, incidentally. For anyone who has not played the FF7 original.
Famous squatting. Love it.
Sorry.
That's really funny.
No can do.
He has to do that to mark the unreliability of what's going on, right? Who is famous for doing the squatting?
I'd like to be briefed on the mission
The
itself.
person in the
'Cause if it's another
district.
one of those Turks gigs, you can let me
I
off
can't
the
remember
break.
their name.
Really?
Bodybuilder.
Make first. What did they do? Call a ceasefire with time, stealing my shot at glory. I didn't join soldier to be an errand boy. I joined up so I could be a hero, like you.
Well, our mission is to survey a rundown reactor. Another one of those Turks gigs.
Fine. Job's a job, I guess.
Remind me to come back to this moment 40 minutes from now.
Andrew, I think we've been asking that question for a while now. Like, not just with that object, but just in our last playthrough, there were so many moments where we're like, it knows we know, right? Like,
I would not recommend playing this without at least reading a summary of what happened in the OG PlayStation game. These games assume you know, 110%. They assume you know a lot more than they tell you up front.
You take one, I'll take the other.
Ooh, battle music.
they tortured me in a basement so that both of the female leads would fall in love with me as the most AO3 plot device I've heard in my godforsaken life.
It's true, though.
Yeah, Joe always talks about how in games everybody is player sexual.
We love riffing on the battle theme as an introduction.
Hold still.
Farewell.
We're already giving this higher marks than we gave the first one, I'll note, because we were not happy with that Mako reactor moment.
Oh, I'm happy about everything in this Nibelheim flashback. I think it's executed flawlessly.
Flawless victory.
And I will point out that the narrative unreliability, if you know the plot very, very well, is faithful to the original as well.
He was in a different league from the rest of us.
He's always looking back over his shoulder. Is it to look cooler? Is that an affectation?
I think that's like a specific form of sex appeal thing.
Yeah.
That's where they built the first reactor. Right?
Yeah. It all started in the fall. Something was wrong with the reactor, and the whole village was up in arms. Talk of strange new monsters on the mountain only made things worse. People were scared, desperate.
The villagers tried to take care of the monsters themselves, but it was no good. Ended up calling Shinra.
1-800-SHINRA.
Sent help. Best they had.
In the present, by the way, as again happened in the original game, they're sitting at the inn in calm as Cloud recollects this story for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that it just happens in medias res. We don't need to have the journey from Midgard to Calm in game per se. We can elide that between the discs.
Tell me, how does it feel? I have no home, so I wouldn't know.
You still got parents, though, right?
A mother named Genova. She died shortly after I was born. My father.
Whoa there. Genova? Like from the Shinra?
This is cute.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm getting to that.
Whoa!
I love Barrett's interruption there. I think it rules.
Yeah, I like how they did that.
Why am I talking about this? Come on, let's go.
This chapter of the game was the demo that was released 3 weeks ago, by the way.
The mayor here. I wanted to greet you myself.
Oh my gosh, his little sheriff badge. I can't.
If you'll follow me.
I love all the woodwinds in this arrangement of the track, by the way.
Same.
The least official looking sheriff badge I think I've ever seen. Looks like something you'd give a kid.
It does look like a little kid toy out of like a little
Like
quarter
a
machine.
turnip boy.
Like, here you go, big boy. You're an honorary sheriff today.
He was like, key to the city.
Real soldiers. Can you show us some magic?
A reminder that the subtitles for this game are best in class, where interstitial dialogue that's missable is on the left, and anything core to the narrative said by a named character is bottom center.
So good.
It's the only game that does that system, and it's the most accessible thing I've ever seen.
Love it. Not in gaming, but on like Reels and TikToks and things where people add their own subtitles instead of trusting the system. Sometimes they will color code, which I think can be really useful as well. They'll like color code by character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is also useful, like when it's one of those the person is playing all of the people types of TikToks. So it is.
Oh, I'll note, Cloud is tinier here because this is meant to be young Cloud, right? His face is different
He's 16,
too.
yeah.
Yeah. Looking in through Tifa's bedroom window like a little creep. Don't worry, it's fine. We're gonna go to Tifa's house
for mod
shortly.
to replace Cloud with 3D rendering of Turnip Boy, like hyper realistic Turnip Boy.
No.
Like still cartoon Turnip Boy.
The pixelated one we know and love.
He doesn't look as emo. At 16, he should look more emo, arguably.
Yeah, look, we did go to your place, Tifa.
I figured you might be there.
It was just your piano.
Did we do that on the stream? Or does that I just do that for the two of you?
No. No, I don't think you did it for anybody. I just saw it separately. Did
Okay.
I? No, did you?
I showed it. I showed you, but I don't know if I showed you on
went
stream
into
or
my
just
room?
randomly.
I think it was after.
Okay.
It must have been. Yeah, I think it was after actually.
We're not going to open her underwear closet because it makes the girls mad at you. But
Makes sense.
But that, yeah.
I wouldn't
Inspect
Did you
pianos
actually
you
play it?
encounter.
actually play it. Went to town on
to
it.
town on
so
it.
in the demo, there's a piano mini game that you can play here. Unfortunately, in the real version of the game, that unlocks later. But I do have the piano system here, which I think is pretty good. Not quite as good as Chia.
Looks like Chia.
Look at us going to town.
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait for the YouTube videos of people playing ridiculous things in this system. This type of thing is the gift that keeps on giving in a game like this.
It's
This
all
is
it's
the
all
thing
fun.
I
You can change
added
the
to
octave of
the
each one.
preliminary exam for one of my piano technology students. And by my, I mean I was on their committee.
Amazing.
Folks, I gotta go to bed. I stayed up late to try to catch some, but I gotta peace out.
You got to see the piano, so that's all that
Yeah.
matters.
Yeah.
I'll see you all later.
I
Yeah.
love all the chord types, especially
Of course.
the sus4 chord is amazing.
Love
be done
love
for
me
now.
a sus4 chord. So useful in pop music.
Right.
Requesting that you play Rachmaninoff, Ryan, right now. Go.
I wish.
He's got little baby hands. He can't play it. I mean, Cloud, not Ryan.
Where do you have to do that? Hey,
Gotta
play
clarify.
for us sometime.
I actually have a large hand span. I can reach just shy of a 12th.
That is pretty large. Comfortably, I'm about a 10th. Rachmaninoff is.
Yeah, if I set my
Not
hand
easy.
down without stretching, I'm a 10th, basically.
I'm like an octave. I'm just it's not and it's
You
not
have
comfortable.
tiny baby hands.
All right.
Yeah, I when I hit Rachmaninoff in my piano training, my piano teacher, I was like, well, what do you do if you like don't have the physical hand shape to like play this? And he's like, you either don't play it or you just break the chords really close together,
This
so
is a
it
new
sounds
theme,
like
by
one
the way.
thing.
Richard Zangan,
Zongun does not merit his own theme in the original game.
teacher of martial arts to the youth.
Ooh. Oh.
He is in the PlayStation game, and he is still Tifa's martial arts instructor.
Right. This
that
is like
Erhard?
legit. Yeah, this is like
But lacking
Hold on, I gotta turn it up.
you need to bulk up.
Who asked you?
You could learn a lot from me.
Pass.
He does not have a first name in the original game. It's just a Zangan.
This theme slaps.
Yeah, it's very
it's
good.
really good.
128.
I think that might be an Erhu in there.
It is an Erhu.
I
It's,
think
it's
it
right
is.
out of
Oh.
like old kung fu films.
I love it. With the like Marshall brass and these string hits, that's so good.
Tifa.
Sure.
I like, from a visual perspective, look at all the definition and lines in his face that you can see. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yay, old people.
Right?
Even like the
Representation.
pores in his face were really well animated.
I didn't
Yeah.
know.
I didn't know.
The
That's
asset
cool.
quality doubled between the first game and the second game.
Yeah, they didn't sleep on it.
This is a game that, I mean, no games have infinite budget, but this is a game with infinite budget.
Close to it, yeah.
Then I stopped by my mom's. Not that it matters.
Sure it does. I know I want to hear what happened.
Me too. Go on.
Ugh, fine.
My dad died when I was a kid. So after I left for Midgard, she was on her own.
That's why
Now,
there was strife
did you
in the
catch
household.
that we dynamically transitioned to piano only for this flashback? And that will happen no matter where you are in the piece.
Last.
Mm.
I'll be right
Oh.
And now
It
we've...
did sound like it was formal, yeah.
Yeah.
They look so much like each other.
Hey,
Welcome home.
Especially younger Cloud
Come
here.
in.
Yeah.
Let me get a good look at you.
She has such a young voice.
My. So that's what they've got you wearing, huh? You soldiers sure do clean up nice. I've never been so proud. The man you've become. Women must be hounding you day and night.
not really.
You know, there's all
Not
kinds
yet.
of
No
temptations
armpit
in a
hair.
big city. I'd feel a lot better if I knew you'd found a good girl. One who'd make
I'm
sure
kind
you
of
didn't
glad
get
of
into
that. I
trouble.
feel like that would make me feel weird.
I can take care of myself.
If he had armpit hair?
Girl, I could keep you
Maybe?
on the straight and narrow and tell you when you're being a silly
What
goose.
did
I think I feel weird that he doesn't. But it is like equal opportunity. Because the girls don't have any either.
They are
Yeah.
feeding you properly, aren't they?
I feel like that's a distraction in a game that
You know,
I don't
Cloud.
I don't need the
Yeah.
realism for that.
Wouldn't you agree, Cloud? You're my son.
I actually disagree. We need more body hair on our men.
Baldur's Gate 3.
I was gonna say Baldur's Gate 3. You were also looking for more labial options, shall we say, in the genitalia selection menu. So
Well, really the boob options were absurd. There were like nothing.
yes, they did not have enough chest options. This is true.
Bet most of them
Didn't really
do
notice
you
at
want
the
a
time.
slider or series of sliders?
Back, all this sun
Yeah.
wasn't there. From the moment we arrived, Sephiroth just wasn't himself.
Andrew, I'm not the one who noted the lack of armpit hair
What
here.
you
Don't pin this on me.
What is
Honestly,
wrong with armpit hair?
The style is so photorealistic, I think you could get away with it here.
I could swear I've seen it before.
Right, if I can see individual pores on Sephiroth's nose, we can see
Yeah,
armpit
that-
hair, right? Like,
That's why it's like,
Big day
huh.
tomorrow. We'll be leaving bright and early.
I don't have enough wine for this conversation. Be right back.
All right, will do.
what I will say is I'm glad we don't track, like, face stubble in real time, right? Like,
In real time? Like,
like after
it's 5
two
o'clock?
after two in-game days, like Cloud and Barrett are starting to get like just a little bit in the face. Like I haven't shaved in 2 days. So my camera's not high enough resolution compared to the game, right? But like if you were in person with me, you could tell that I probably need to shave before I go to work tomorrow, right?
Nervous.
it's up to you. Nothing wrong with some stubble. Really revealing myself here.
Yeah, I was surprised too.
How could you not be Team Tifa? Look at those eyes.
Right?
What happened the last time she went up there?
That was years ago, Brian. She's old enough to make her own decisions now.
We leave once our guide arrives.
Yes, sir.
Brian!
Sephiroth, sir, I must insist that I take you up the mountain. My daughter
Real-time
is-
stubble growth. It's like in Red Dead Redemption, where your hair will grow.
Also,
and
this outfit is hot. I'm sorry.
I'm going, and that's that.
I thought
the
you were
hands
the
on the
guy.
head. That's like Kingdom Hearts anime BS right there.
Good morning, sir. I'll be
Especially
your
in that
guide
outfit.
today.
Tifa?
Oh my gosh, the banjo.
I know.
You can ask anyone
too
around
much.
here. I'm the best there is.
You could get hurt. No, if you
What is this Annie Oakley nonsense?
come on.
That's her outfit from the original game. It's just in HD now.
If you're gonna give me banjo, I gotta get Final Fantasy VI out of it too.
Not today.
Da-da-da. What a weird remix.
Please, Sephiroth, it means a lot to us.
It's just
Bum,
one
bum,
vote.
bum, bum.
Come on.
This is a very weird remix of the
This
track,
is so. I know. This is so interesting.
There.
And I feel like the music, because I associate Tifa's outfit right now with the Western stylings of the music, wants us to focus on her more than Cloud and Sephiroth in this moment.
Sounds like you were having a good time.
I mean, for guys, I guess.
Yeah,
You don't associate the banjo with like the hat?
for a while.
It's
Oh,
not.
you're talking about the music. I thought you were just
Yeah.
saying the outfit.
I
I
was
was
saying the music is cueing us to pay attention to kind of the wrong
reactor
person for the
was-
scene.
Oh no, you're totally right.
Yeah.
I was looking.
Now this be funny about gendered banjo though.
Speaking of gendered banjo,
So
friggin' Beyonce
when
getting Rhiannon Giddens to play
when
banjo
I
for her
start
new
this,
single?
the music right here, we have to just listen for a minute.
Oh, okay. But be excited. Rhiannon Giddens is a national treasure. And I squeed when I heard it.
This is your opening credits reel, and it's amazing.
You probably already know this, but our reactor's the first of its kind. It really put Mount Nebel on the map.
I've seen a few reactors in my time, but none with such a breathtaking view. Who could tire of it?
Everyone, eventually.
Man, I wish I could go on trips all over the world like you guys.
Trips. I think you mean business trips, which are no fun at all.
Though you do learn stuff on them.
That's so cool.
Ooh.
Everything okay? Not going too fast for you, am I?
Of course not. We're just trying to pace ourselves is all.
But I thought you guys were in a hurry.
Even so, you'll burn yourself out running like
Ooh,
that.
love me a solo
I'm
cello
not even
moment.
close to burned out. Not with all the training I've had.
With the
Yes, you
hero
really are the
horns.
best there is.
That run up to the repeat of the melody there is amazing.
This is when, yeah, that really breaks it down.
That's the audition passage.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
That thing's fun.
Oh.
Seen those near the village, and they're not nice. What do you think?
Ow.
I think I got
Ow.
Then they're all yours.
Copy
I like your reaction, even though you were touched.
It was such good sound design.
It's on now.
That was awesome.
You think?
If this is how it's going
Listen
to
to the transition
be, doesn't
again.
seem much point in me fighting.
I guess not. You leave it all to me, huh?
Don't mind if I do.
I don't know if I can get away with saying this on stream, but Sephiroth is such a fuckboy.
Yes, he's
So,
the
like-
fuckboy.
Okay, so that transition though, because obviously that can happen at any time. That
Yes.
makes this sound like that. I have to really pay attention to remember that this is that you're playing this and I'm not watching something.
Yeah, no,
You
the
know,
dynamic
because of that music.
audio for how smooth the transitions are is
Yeah.
raising the bar for the whole industry. Nobody even knows how they've done it exactly yet.
It's like
It's
what
wildly excellent.
it is. They are showing off.
Again, infinite budget.
Yes.
Can I get in on this?
Can I get
You're
any
done.
budget? Can I just get like a second contract in one semester?
Well,
And
that's
again,
that.
back we go to the main theme here. Wait for it.
I love a flat 6, flat 7, 1.
I like that little inner string. That was cute.
Ooh. Oh.
Hmm.
Oh. No.
What?
She is ridiculous.
Come on, soldier. You can do better than that, can't you?
Again with the anime BS.
You gotta always bend over with the
hands on the hips. It's not just the hands on the hips. It's the leaning forward and like
yeah,
the sassiness of it, right?
Yeah.
And the head tilt. I don't even watch much anime because I have a bit of an anime allergy, but we gotta finish Attack on Titan. We did get to the final season.
Piece of cake.
Ooh.
But that's partially on me. I've been like really tired.
There's so many mixtures. I did a lot of hand flapping today about that.
You're done.
Just very excited.
See ya.
Ooh, that was good. Ooh. It's just like still different.
Yeah, no, it hasn't looped yet.
Yeah.
Let's finish this.
Hey.
I will say, I am really impressed by the brass in this. Like those horns, my goodness.
You know it's all live, right?
Yeah, that's, I'm thinking of the actual horn players. Like, damn, where's Stefan? Is Stefan
that
in the
moment.
chat?
Did you see what happened there in the game?
Well done, Trigger.
That soldier took a hit for Tifa.
Thank you. Ouch.
I got the rest.
So, if you have not played Final Fantasy VII PlayStation, listen to me for 10 seconds here. You're not playing as Cloud right now. Right? Did that occur to all of you?
What?
You're playing as Zack,
I'll then see ya.
as Cloud remembers it incorrectly.
Oh.
Zack is a badass. Zack is the
Let's
soul. Zack
finish this.
fucking rules. Cloud is the kid trooper who took the hit for Tifa there.
Oh.
The trooper
Shall we pick up the
loves
pace?
Tifa.
Not unless we
Cloud is
absolutely
polite
have
to
to.
Tifa.
Our guide
Yeah.
might not be so lucky next time.
Then, how about I go on ahead and clear the way for you guys? I'll be careful.
The squatting thing over and over is also Zack.
Cool.
That's a Zack thing? Okay.
Okay.
I'm just missing so much with no Crisis Core.
not knowing Crisis Core.
I'm all periphery over here.
Yes, I know how to do it. You don't get to keep any of the material you get from this prologue because it is in fact the prologue. Which way? Up here.
If it's a fight,
Yep, it's a
What?
fight. We'll fight.
you're done. Sloppy. Let's finish this. Well, that's that.
Alright, guess we'll go this way.
Now we're talking. You're done. Bye.
I was just picturing Josephine going, "I all done," and doing the sign for all done.
Nice.
I gotta say,
Baby sign language is the bomb.
Yeah, it is.
It took her a while to pick, like, she didn't pick up on it quite as early as they say they can really start doing it, but she started using it, like, concurrently with developing language, and it was so helpful.
Yeah.
Not that way.
But yeah, more and all done were the first two. that
Rockslide took out the
took
bridge a
hold.
while ago. Come on back, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Tifa. I want his voice to crack. Okay, Tifa.
That'd be great.
Did we determine this is how they do loading?
It is, yes.
Yeah.
There are far fewer of these in Rebirth than in Remake, though. But it is used to mask load times, yes.
This way. Gotta
Oh,
make a detour
loading
through a shipping
crevice.
facility.
God, good thing I reconsidered. Otherwise, you'd have let us straight off a cliff.
Shut up, Sephiroth.
Look at the lighting here coming in. It's so stupid. And I'm not streaming with the HDR on because I didn't know if I'd be able to get it or not. It looks even better on, like, a real TV.
Man. I thought that was a piano. Or like a...
For the sake of time, we're going to progress quickly through here because I want to get through the end of the prologue. And we can come close to 10 minutes if I haul here.
You mean 10 minutes over?
Yeah.
Through this in 10 minutes.
We'll get through to where we would have stopped if I would have said, hey, fast forward us, please, in 10 minutes. And if we do 15 or 20, we can get through the whole prologue.
Yeah. And I will just PS to folks on stream that our plan for this one is not to run the whole thing the way we did the first installment because it took a while. It took 4 weeks to finish many weeks in a row.
Yeah, we will not do the entirety of the game.
We will not do the entirety of the game, but what we were thinking of doing was something similar to how we decided to do Tears of the Kingdom, where we do this, and then we give y'all some time to catch up, and then we do like some highlights in a little bit. And I think, Ryan, you have multiple saves, right? You could make a couple saves at some interesting points.
I can maintain saves before crucial cutscenes. I'll do that. Yeah.
Yeah, so Ryan will be able to like facilitate us coming back. Because obviously he's gonna.
Once you finish the game, you also have chapter select, just like the first
title.
title.
Okay, so we could just do that too.
So
yeah.
I spoiled that mechanic for myself because I don't mind being told to not keep 40 save files, frankly.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that Mako theme, bitch.
Because we gotta clean up the Mako.
Yes. I was wondering when I would hear it.
It's a Mako vacuum.
It is. This was done for the sake of making the demo feel like a full game.
Ha. By making you play janitor and vacuum up the Mako.
Yeah. We'll have to do that twice, I think. But adding a dungeon to a spot that did not have one previously is very much the modus operandi of the remake series of games.
Good night, Pete.
Good night, Pete. We need to figure out what we're streaming in 2 weeks when y'all are here, by the way.
I thought we were gonna do a preview of the program / maybe a couch co-op that we don't normally get to do.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's going to be really fun, though. That's going to be a lot of us in a room.
I think that's going to be 2 of you and Sarah and Elizabeth and Laura.
Uh-huh.
about crossing that.
So much estrogen.
I was gonna say it's lady party.
I'm the guide here.
We could all do our nails,
Look at this bridge.
including Ryan. Oh, the way he like came into frame was kind of cool. Yeah, this is sick. I'm gonna have a great time. I'm bringing really fun, like mocktail / maybe cocktail ingredients because we are driving. So like, since I'm not flying, I can bring toys.
Oh,
fun thing.
Watch Sephiroth here. He's such a badass.
Well, everyone knows that. Sephiroth. Oh. I mean, if you're gonna go, I guess we'll all go.
Your friends jump off a bridge.
Sephiroth did it so he could catch Tifa.
Oh, what are y'all's favorite Final Fantasy games? Not counting this one, if this becomes the favorite.
Depends on how you define favorite and Final Fantasy.
If I'm talking about plot or music, it's 6. If I'm talking about gameplay, it's 5.
Yeah. That doesn't surprise me to hear you say that.
And I do feel that it is worth breaking it out into distinct categories.
I think 6 I've played the most. Followed by 4. And then I'm an 8 apologist. I'm a dirty 8 apologist. I think that game does not get enough love. But I also have missed a lot of them. I like in these major franchises, like Mario, Zelda, like I've played so few of them relative to how many have come out that I don't feel like I can even comment on that.
The other one-
I've missed a lot of important ones.
The other one where the plot and narrative and flow of it I absolutely love, but I think the combat is half the speed it needs to be,
9?
is 9.
Sorry,
9 is incredibly slow to play.
I liked watching 9 as you streamed it, but I don't know that I would want to play it.
But the presentation format for 9 is absolutely unbeatable.
I'll be joining you up front this time.
I loved playing 9. I love the story of 9. I don't know if I would put it in my favorite category for anything, but very high up for everything.
The other one that I will contend to date is the best written narrative and close to the best soundtrack
14.
is the Shadowbringers expansion specifically in 14. Oh, it also has
Look
the
at
game's
these yellow painted ledges.
the best villain of the entire franchise by 100 miles.
Yeah. Someday. I did start
Kefka
one.
can only glimpse of being as good as M itself.
Off you go.
I don't know about that, but he's a very good villain.
Does he have as good of a laugh, though?
Yes, actually.
Really? That's a bold claim. I'm not there yet, but someday. I have the cutest little Lalafell, and I'm excited to eventually play her again.
Also, whenever you get to play as Sephiroth in the prologue here, like, it's just an instant win button.
An instant win button.
And it should be.
Funny. Yeah.
So let's run.
That's its ludonarrative consonants, obviously.
I'm gonna try to go
There's no way
around
around
that
it
fight.
either.
Can I do it?
Just have
Yes.
to go through.
That's Ludo narrative smoothness. Modular.
Let's
whatever.
not waste any time.
We need
Mako
Elizabeth.
Where am I going?
Reminds me, I owe Elizabeth something by tomorrow. I better get on that.
My annual review materials are due tomorrow, and all I want to do is not turn them in at all and play this game.
Turn them in and then play this game as a reward.
Yeah, that's the plan.
I love me some Morricone spaghetti
I'm
western.
going to skip this cutscene on stream for the sake of getting to the meat of the plot. This is an explanation of how magic works.
Okay.
Springs like
Alright.
this
Right, like Mako powers materia. Like we've heard that before.
What?
Yeah, love me a spaghetti western. And Jordan, if you're ever in town staying with us, I really like doing spaghetti western nights where I actually make like spaghetti dinner, and then we watch spaghetti westerns on the home theater.
Very nice.
And I make a real good meatball, y'all.
I will
And
note.
if you're vegetarian or vegan, no problem. I make the best vegan ones as well with eggplant, and I roast it. And I used to do that during Lent because we would do Friday night pasta dinner, and everyone likes those as well or better than the so I have options.
Come on. On you.
Yeah, we need a fistful of Nichols whistle right about now. A Joe Suja whistle.
This way.
To add to the spaghetti-ness. What do we think about Kingdom Hearts? I know Ryan's a fan.
Yeah, generally I'm for it. Especially Kingdom Hearts 2, I think, is an absolute work of genius.
Yeah.
The music in Kingdom Hearts, I think, generally also rules. That's all
Yes.
Yoko Shimomura.
Because it's Shimomura who can do no wrong in my eyes.
And I think of Kingdom Hearts 3 in particular a lot when I think of the remake games, because a third of the soundtrack, I mean, I'm quoting my own article now, a third of the soundtrack to Kingdom Hearts 3 is remasters of previous Kingdom Hearts pieces.
Yeah, so what I do to explain my eggplant people situation,
both staggered, that's no joke.
I roast thin slices until they're like tender, but like have a little bit of crisp to them. Usually with a little bit of Italian seasoning.
Gotta say, that one felt pretty good.
Oh, hold on, I gotta stop watching and then rewatch, see if that works. It's still doing it for me, Ryan.
It's still glitching.
All right, hold on.
It's getting crispy.
Getting crispy. Deep
Take
fried.
it off.
Deep fried.
Take it off my hate.
Yeah, so I roast thin slices of eggplant, and then I blend it up in a food processor. Like I pulse it with like
All right,
the
did that work, everybody?
breadcrumbs and like the seasonings and cheese. And obviously, if I'm doing vegan, I make like adaptations from or gluten-free. Like I'll use gluten-free breadcrumbs, or I'll use various cheese substitutes. But yeah, I pulse them so it turns into more like a paste, and then I roll them, and then I coat them in either panko or like a gluten-free breadcrumb mix, and then I bake them. So that they're a little bit firmer, and that way instead of cooking them in the sauce where they're explosive. That's how I do the eggplant. I also have this really wild recipe it's an avocado stuffed meatball, and like that may sound weird, but it's unbelievable. Like it shouldn't work. It's really good, especially if you have like a pasta al limone situation, which I know again meatballs and pasta al limone also sounds weird, but like it's so good.
Well, I haven't had dinner, so I hate you.
I wish you were here. I wish you were here, Julian. I literally I made my my famous like Marcello's meatballs, which that's a place in Columbus that has a really good one. And they're amazing, and I froze like 60. So I have them sitting in my freezer right now.
Bring them to Nashville.
If I could keep them cold long enough on a 3-hour drive, I probably would.
Yeah.
But you know what would make more sense is we'll be at Ryan's house. I could like go to a store and like make them for us.
Go to a store. Yeah, I guess so.
You could.
Unless Ryan wants to like take us to cute restaurants the whole time we're there.
There's definitely going to be some of that for sure.
Yeah.
I appreciate as well.
Yeah.
I don't know what the full food plan is, truth be told.
I did not see that if it said Blizzard 2 instead of Blizzara. I was not looking at that time.
Oh, it's ARA.
Bring it on.
Okay, because that would be wild. That would like set my conspiracy theories
For what it's
like,
worth,
a
Final
blast.
Fantasy VII was the first American.
That's that.
No, the original release had the 2s actually. Is it 8 is the first game that does Ara Aga?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it is. Because
Credit
it's
to-
amazing.
Credit to 8. Yep. I knew I had to get there.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
I know my job. All right.
Piano. Get it.
Where do I have to go?
Was it Love Grows that's in the 8 music box? What was it?
It's got to be Eyes on Me for 8, isn't it?
Well, Love
It's-
Grows
it's
is
Love
Eyes
Grows.
on Me plus.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Minus. Yeah.
Okay.
It is Eyes on Me.
Oh right, God, I have to do this stupid vacuum
They're
again.
really interesting though, because they're not all like. I really like this one has that like shiny black plastic as the coating. The other ones are like weird clear. Like the Final Fantasy VIII one's kind of like a pearlescent, but like slightly translucent, which is kind of cool. You can see the inner workings of the music box, but.
Is it supposed to relate aesthetically to the game?
I think so. Yeah, because they're all different colors. Like, it's not like you can line them up on a shelf and they all look like the same thing.
Like, does 4 look moony?
Let me see. I look up images.
Moony Dragoony. Ryan, remember you were going to say something about when Cloud and Sephiroth were in the vehicle in the beginning of the flashback?
Oh,
40
yeah.
minutes ago?
Do you remember the soldier who had motion sickness?
Yes.
And Cloud is too cool. He's like, oh, I wish I could help you, but I'm awesome, and you're not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Julianne.
Okay.
Zach is awesome. Cloud is the soldier who has motion sickness.
Yeah, okay. This is like, I'm getting pieced together in my brain.
I Skype chatted you, and even in this preview picture, that kind of like smoky grayish brown is the one from 4. So I guess you could say that's moody.
Smoky, grayish. Okay, I am going to go make a theory out of these colors.
Go do a theory.
Go do a theory. It is my job.
Yeah, so that's a link to a thing about the music boxes. They're so cute. Yeah,
We
so
also have a design.
so Final Fantasy 1 has opening theme, surprising no one. 2 is main theme from 2.
That's the Rebel March,
penis.
right?
3 is Crystal Yeah.
Oh, it's a crystal tower.
3 is the Crystal Tower.
Fortunate design.
Yeah, that one's pretty. 4 is Theme of Love, which I would love to get my hands on that one. 5 is Home Sweet Home. Also would be a great one to own. Also, it's that really beautiful like emerald green color, which is my color. So, even though 5 is not my favorite, like Home Sweet Home, so I would love to get that one. 6, Searching for Friends. I would probably want it just because it's 6. Like, let's be real. Fill out my clip. But they have a bunch. That was like the
It was so great.
God, I love when we get, just like I said in that earlier stream we did, BGMT is like we hear the battle theme now. And it's so, like we've been hearing the motives this whole time. So it's so cool.
Oh, it didn't go into the part!
Oh!
And it didn't, it pulled the rug out from under me.
Yeah, it did. It doesn't go there.
We're gonna get a good night. This little one.
Till we knock it down.
Good thing I don't just fight with a sword.
Night.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna mute myself.
Move in.
Get it together.
Not again. Get it.
Are you? Hold still.
Go for the legs.
Ooh.
Take out its legs. Quickly. No holding back.
Okay.
Try to keep it going.
There, that should have done it.
But yeah, I'm super excited for Noctigum in a few weeks.
Yes, me too.
I'm already planning my outfits. And the problem is there's just not enough days, you know? It's really hard.
Did you like the chiptune moment there?
Yeah.
Why though? Did I love it? Yes, but
Don't like the looks of this.
Stay alert.
why was it there?
To cue us to be awesome. This is Advent Children movie moment. It's not a fight anymore.
Whoa. That was insane.
Are you?
Shouldn't be too hard.
God, he's so close.
Wait, did we do Dream Daddy?
We did it for a hot second. I don't think we like did it.
I was gonna say we talked about it, but I don't remember us ever streaming that.
We did. We talked about it and didn't do it.
Yeah, I don't think we've done it. We could.
I thought we did like a few minutes, like just a little bit, but not
No,
It could
'cause
be in
I
the
looked
Lost
and I
Years.
don't own it.
the lost years.
Well, I own it, but could be in the Lost Years where we don't have VOD saved. Shh, don't tell anybody.
Nice work.
Yeah, there are a couple.
Look at this. Look how cute. Eyeballs.
In fact, we're gonna get a
Yes.
comment about
Okay,
that.
hold
Yeah.
up. Maybe I'm missing something here, but everything you've said makes Sephiroth sound like a stand-up guy.
Well, he was.
And now he's
That's
pure
done.
evil, trying to kill everyone on the planet. Help me to understand this shit. Tell me something that'll really make my blood boil.
Oh, I will. I will.
Cue him hitting on Tifa here or something. That would make some blood boil.
No way!
Nothing that bad.
I want to go too. Please?
Sorry, no civilians. Even if we weren't on a mission.
Come
All right, this cute
on.
argument about Tifa wanting to
Young ladies
participate is boring.
What
Skip
dumb
that.
pickup line would somebody say to Tifa dressed like that in a bar? Like,
Didn't expect it to be all systems go.
I can't.
Could be running.
Can't even think of it.
you're like, I can't go there.
I feel like anybody in that outfit
Villagers don't
is
have a clue
receptive
about this.
to a pickup line.
Shinra?
Like in real
Maybe.
life.
Or maybe it's Halloween and she's just having
What exactly is the problem with this place?
People
That
in
was
charge.
just the fancy way of saying
Reactors
that.
are under the jurisdiction of Urban Planning. This one is overseen by R&D.
Huh. Why do I
She's just
suddenly
there
have a
hanging
bad
out with her
feeling about this?
Whatever you see here, you are not to speak of it.
Oh, I won't.
Research and development?
Yeah, it's Hojo, right? Who we know from playing Remake is bad.
Bad.
Even if you don't know the specifics of how bad or why bad.
Why bad? Whose Discord? Is that my Discord? Who's going, what up? Am I hearing
Not
Ryan's
me.
go, but up?
I'm not. No one's discording at me.
No, I don't have anything doing anything in Discord.
And who's messaging me? What am I hearing?
Someone slid into your DMs.
I'm really just trying to
I
run
don't
as
think
fast
so.
as I can through this.
Gotta be about your meatballs.
Yeah, here we go.
About my meatballs. They're so good. I'm a real good cook.
This is reminding me how much I didn't like this track. It's like so normalized by regular ass instruments. Ah, ho, ha.
I love perhaps you'd like to say a few words to your sword first.
It is cute. Oh, I remember this in the original game. Woo!
It's
the
creepy.
space, I mean. Yeah.
We're gonna experience this cutscene, I'm sure, 6 times from 6 different perspectives throughout the game.
Well, there's...
Yummy.
How many perspectives can there be?
Joe, you are really something.
Hojo's, Sephiroth's.
How many people come into this space during this time span? Right?
What are they?
That's the question. It's actually not this moment, it's the second time we come here that we experience multiple. This is just some combination of Cloud Zack, undisclosed, and
Yeah.
Sephiroth. Presumably it's Zack here, and Cloud was made to watch Tifa outside.
Genova? Wasn't that...
The Genova theme.
So my question...
Yeah, did you hear it?
It's slow, but it's slow. Sorry.
There it is a second time, too.
Yep. That's clever.
I'm tempted to skip this, but the music is smart, so I'm letting it play.
Thank you.
The malfunction must be forcing the pods.
I'll ask my question after.
I'm sorry.
No. It's not
You've
time
got a
sensitive.
minute, because I have to go ludicrously shut off the valve. What's your question?
I was gonna say, as Cloud is retelling this, right? We're framing this as
Yes.
Cloud is retelling his memories. Why isn't Tifa noticing the discrepancy here between Zack and Cloud and being like, because if we're reading all of this as Cloud is saying, and then I was fighting these things, like either he's not telling it exactly as he's remembering it.
Tifa brings that up in the first 15 minutes of the present timeline of this game.
Okay, she does point out like you're conflating some things, like you're the one that watched, whatever. Like you'd think that she would be like, wait a minute.
Yes, and interestingly, she doesn't confront Cloud directly in front of everybody.
Oh, because she just wants to catch him like.
No,
Okay.
the girls sleep in a separate room, and she talks with Aerith about it.
Oh, interesting.
Which
so
changes
she's
the
like
dynamic of the relationship between the 3 of the members of the love triangle as well.
she's a bit like more concerned and being like, okay, that's not exactly how it happened. So something's up. Okay.
Yeah.
Pods were built
Okay.
for the production of
I accept
artificial
that.
materia.
And then she confronts Cloud about it soon thereafter.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
She does not interrupt the narrative, though, because right now, the events that he's recalling are the correct order of events. There's no reason to interrupt. The story's actually about Sephiroth, not about Cloud.
So she's
Then I choose
probably,
my.
she's got to be clocking like all these moments, but
Spotlight.
he's basically remembering it from the wrong perspective.
Well,
Sure,
because it is a
probably.
PlayStation 1 spoiler and not a Rebirth spoiler, I will say it. In both cases, Tifa does not ever realize Cloud was there, because Cloud is under the helmet the whole time, and is too
Okay.
nervous to say hello. Remember that the
Okay,
Shinra,
that's helpful.
the Shinra guards out there are generic helmet-looking guards.
Okay.
Cloud is one of them. We know this from playing the original game, and Crisis Core, of course. Hold on.
Okay, that makes a little more sense. But there's things that she's catching that are like obviously
Nice.
inflated.
Nice.
Right.
And I,
Other
stop
than
talking
Cloud
about
is
these, like,
like
good
taking
moments.
masculine credit for Zack's activities here, he hasn't been wrong yet, to the point of being worth interrupting the story for, if that makes sense.
ever
Yeah,
since
okay.
I was a child, I knew
And even here, like, maybe he heard about this from Zack and is telling it from Zack's perspective. Right? Ew.
Am I even human?
Somewhat.
Eventually,
Right?
we went back to the inn.
You're not human.
But when we got there, Sephiroth locked himself in his room.
Yeah. He had some things to
The
work
mayor
through.
had been looking forward to having dinner with bona fide soldiers.
Forward.
So
Oh, she
here,
says
you'll
forward.
notice we have Tifa filling in her own gap in
Dad
the
had to
story,
put up with his
participating in the
belly aching for
conversation.
Hours
Mhm.
afterwards.
So there's no reason for her to stop the flow of the narrative, if that makes sense. Did you see how she's looking at him funny?
Sucked. But what about Sephiroth? What happened to him?
He left. Didn't tell a soul where he was going.
And again, as long as Cloud doesn't get the history incorrect. I'm going to give everybody 5 or 10 seconds as a warning here. Rebirth reconciles this problem really smartly, but it's a Rebirth spoiler. So mute the stream for 10 seconds if you don't want any Rebirth context whatsoever. I'm going to count down from 5.
Okay,
4,
but can we just admire that wallpaper? Look at it. It's
3,
so good.
Yes, it is. 2,
I'm not looking.
and 1. Here's what happens in Rebirth.
As he was heading for
Tifa says,
Shimmerman,
maybe it's the
and he
whispers
acted
that took my
busy, I
memory from
suppose.
me of this, in the same way that Aerith can't remember everything. And so she's hesitant to confront Cloud about it super directly, because she has a justification for it here that did not exist in the original game.
The whisper.
Which is a narrative masterstroke, actually, to reconcile and, like, put a square in a circular shaped box here. Alright, we're back to non-spoilery things, if you're kind of half-tuning me out now.
I'm back.
Alright.
Sephiroth wasn't looking so hot when he passed by.
Dang.
Shinra Manor was
The music
biggest
here, by the
building
way,
in town, and
again.
older than the reactor.
There's the comment about Sephiroth wasn't looking so hot when he passed by, and I was like, Sephiroth's always looking hot. That's the whole point.
Right.
Well, here we are. What now?
He is a walking sex symbol for a very specific type of sex symbol.
Yeah. Not really mine, but like, I'm familiar with it, right?
You don't have to like the trope to acknowledge that it is one, right?
Yeah,
Around the place,
exactly.
But Sephiroth was nowhere to
Brianna.
be seen.
Is this still the prologue?
Yes, this
Oh,
is...
he's still telling the story. Okay,
Yeah, he's still telling the story.
I had to tune out, so I didn't know what was happening.
We have,
There's an Attack
we're
on Titan
visiting
character
Shinra
like that
Manor,
where-
trying to find Sephiroth, figure out why he's wigging out. And
Joe will-
we
Joe
are
will
actually
always
close
point
to
out.
done with the
Definitely
prologue.
does have a wig, doesn't he?
Never knew it had a basement.
Was news
Yeah,
to
there's
you,
a
too?
there's a character in Attack on Titan
Not anyone
that's
in
supposed
the
to be
village
like
had a clue.
universally loved by the women, and like, I don't not get it, but like he's not my type because he's kind of the broody like Squall Cloud
Excavated from a 2,000
archetype.
rock layer.
And I'm like, I get it. It's just not my thing.
Yeah, Squall is also a walking sex symbol for a very specific definition of sex symbol.
Genova.
He's the best looking guy here.
That
But only in the original game where his eyes are those just black pools of void. I was so freaked out when they gave him real eyes in the remake. Or not even a remake,
really
the
quickly for the
remaster.
sake, because I know we're way over time, I'm going to skip this cutscene because it is exactly almost line for line the same as the PlayStation original.
They named the life form.
And I want to cut to the slightly new material here.
Yeah, him kind of having his moment
He
here in the
reads,
library.
he figures out that Genova's an alien, right? That's what happens. We know this. He then also knocks Cloud unconscious and leaves, which we also know.
Hey,
Hey,
So
There you
look,
go.
you got knocked unconscious. We're gonna wake up. now.
perfect.
And Cloud in real time, there's a moment back in Calm where he says, "If only I could have come to sooner." Because as you can see, and this is worth seeing in real time.
Hey, you! Get in there! The villagers need your help!
That's Zangin's only major line in the PlayStation game. Hooray.
At least they preserved it. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Those trees are burning from the inside.
Yeah.
How cool. Can't say I've seen like forest fires in action, but like that looks
Ouch.
that looks like not how trees would normally burn, right? Am I wrong?
Agree. The one on the left there is a little better.
Yeah, like that speaks to like it being like derived from like a non-natural source.
Mom.
Anyway, let's go check on Mom.
Oh, we're limping. Go check on Mom.
Is it true?
Mm.
did this?
Oh, it's him, all right. And he's still here. So keep your eyes peeled. God.
This, by the way, is why Cloud is so fucked up with all the visions of Sephiroth all the time.
Yes, sir.
Sephiroth? But why would he?
I will say, I like the narrative weight that limping along carries. I absolutely hate limping in video games.
I know. Mechanically, this is.
It's the worst feeling mechanically. Let's go home, though.
It's building anticipation though, because you're like, oh, let me just get there, right?
Right. Well, actually, let me turn around and go slowly through another house before we get there.
Injury chapter, Dana.
I have been thinking about actually doing my book proposal. Like, there's actually work happening on that. And how injury seems to have a little bit less obvious examples that come to mind, which opens up some interesting spaces for less obvious examples. But it's a lot easier to come up with ones for like mental illness, and I actually have some really interesting ones for the disease category as well.
Pay very, very close attention to the dialogue as we come up on the next house, by the way.
Because like injury often has audible sound effects.
You're only going to get this once, and it's on the side and missable. But first we have to go check on Cloud's house, right? There's the door.
That's slow.
That
was good.
Yeah, the music here is very good.
I like how we both were like, ooh.
Now
so
that's a sex
the game one time here
Give me a
is
slow
as
G
close
tune.
to explicit as possible. Pay attention to the dialogue on the left side.
Sephiroth.
Look, that security officer's calling out for his mom.
Yeah.
Right? That's Cloud. You're Zack.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same voice.
It is the same voice. The security officer speaks in Cloud's voice there as well.
And there he is, and that cinematography.
Oh,
ouch.
Damn.
Those are some good gloves. Teflon tough. Ouch.
And we fritz here not because Barrett's interrupting, but because we've lost track of which person. You see Cloud's armored hands, the gauntlets.
Yeah.
He's wearing the uniform. Zack reaches out with the gloved hand. And the game starts to give you the pieces, which absolutely fucking rules.
Hang in there. You're gonna be okay. Don't worry, I got you.
But they still refuse to come out and say it directly. Oh yeah, also he's dead. That's a bass drop for the ages, by the way.
Brown note.
If none of you have used a PS5 before, by the way, the triggers are like restrictive. The weight of them takes real weight to press the buttons down and hold it now.
Oh.
Which is fun.
That's nice, because the PS4 one always accidentally gets triggered. In my case.
No, the PS5 triggers have a variable weight and feel based on whatever actions L2 and R2 need them to take. Returnal has the best use of that, where it'll stop R2 is fire your gun, slam R2 so hard you think you're going to break the controller is fire the gun with the special move shot.
Ah. That's very cool.
This is so good right now.
Yes.
Wow, that just a shot.
That sheriff badge,
Toy
though.
sheriff badge. Yeah.
Takes me out of the moment. The gun is pretty well. It doesn't look like a kid's toy.
Huh. Oh.
Yeah, but he doesn't get a chance to fire it.
No, he does not. Oh, the hat. Oh, the hat. That's a nice hat. If this were Red Dead Redemption 2, Joe would have put that on immediately. Oh, again.
Yeah, all of those.
Oh, with the solo cello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, I know this.
I think this might be the most remade shot in video game
Yeah.
history.
God, his eyes. Wow. Wow.
I followed Sephiroth all the way back to the reactor.
Dad and I had gone there to hide. When Sephiroth showed up, Dad decided that he was going to confront him. Dad.
I'm not laughing at Tifa and Dad. I'm laughing at my notion of replacing that track on the Sephiroth shot with "Who Are You?" Just that.
Amazing.
Who are you? It would be such a good music video. Because that was what I was thinking. I was like, you know, again, is that Zack? Is that Cloud? Like, what?
Right.
Sorry, Tifa. I didn't mean to walk all over your moment. Those boots are made for walking, though. Look at them. I like that it's like, this is so silly, but like, it's not a stiletto. It's actually like a little bit of a wedge heel.
Yeah, especially on these floors.
Yeah, and like, for her being outside too.
Yeah.
I mean, a little, yeah, okay. We're just pretending there that her heel wasn't going to go through that, but but in general, that's like a big sin in these things, right? Is that the girls are in impossible shoes. That was at least like, I could see myself running around in those.
Those were boots you could lead somebody on a 2-mile hike in if you had to. If you were going to wear heeled boots, right?
If I'm going to do a heeled boot, yeah. That one has enough substance to it. It's not too tall. That's maybe 1.5 inches.
Ma'am. Ow. What? Rude. Ow. Ow. So many hats on the ground.
Hello. That's a lot of blood.
It is. Cloud suggests as much in the reconciliation between her and Tifa in the first real hour of the game.
Mm-hmm.
That he doesn't know that she lives or dies here.
Save me. If I was ever trapped or in trouble.
Then
Oh my God,
the
everything's coming.
player does not get to see it. She angrily takes off her shirt and reveals her scar to him.
It's pretty intense.
The camera is framed behind Tifa at that particular moment, so that we don't see any, well, you know.
I don't quite have any scars that dramatic. I have the one on my eye, though, which is pretty metal.
That is very metal.
Mother,
This is why I can't watch Baldur's Gate, y'all.
our world. And I know exactly how we can do that. The Promised Land.
Sephiroth!
Mother, they have come again. The ones who robbed you of the planet. Your planet.
It's glitchy glitch again. But I
Oh,
know.
I can
Not
fix
anywhere,
that.
right?
Sad, Mother. Because I'm here for you.
Because I'm here for you. So
Now
creepy.
and forever.
Oh, it's so creepy.
There, it's back for you.
Thank you.
Don't want the end of this, and then we'll stop right after this cutscene to glitch here. There's that base Genova sequence.
You killed Tifa.
It's so memorable though. Like,
My home!
Yeah.
here's the big standoff between Cloud and Sephiroth.
Yep. Looking over the shoulder. Yeah.
By right.
At least you turned her all the way around this time.
This planet too. For I have been chosen.
Oh, look at his eyes.
I believed in you. Not you! Whoever the hell you are!
Nice.
Calm.
That's the last thing I remember.
Oh,
Like the meme.
The rest is gone.
The hell it is? What happened?
It was all over the news.
Barrett,
I remember
you are
watching
all of
it with
us.
my mom. They said he went missing during a training exercise. But then, the story changed. A couple days later, they started reporting that he was killed in action. Yeah, that was it.
The news outlets are nothing but Shinra mouthpieces spewing propaganda. Only dumbasses believe that shit.
Question. Does that make me a dumbass?
I didn't say that. What I meant was, screw Shinra for manipulating honest folks.
I do like the voice acting for Aerith in this new one.
It doesn't matter what they said back then. Sephiroth was in Midgard. We fought him.
I mean, in general, I think we liked the voice acting for pretty much everybody, right?
Dunno about
I thought it was
why so
excellent
much
all
as,
around.
Yeah.
We had problems with Barrett, I thought. I thought there was that had mixed reactions.
I thought that was more writing than.
That was
the,
more writing. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, less the performance and more just like
doing who
his
knows?
lines. Ooh, I love the way they kind of do the
He
glitchy.
wants to finish what he started.
what in the
He wants to
Assassin's
reclaim
Creed?
his birthright.
Yeah, the two of them have unfinished
Rule over the
conversation to
planet
have.
with
We will not see
Yeah.
it on stream, but
After 5 years? Not to sound like a broken record, but it's really bothering me.
I'd love to do Tifa for Halloween one year, but the problem is doing any of the, like, having Joe be one of the guy characters is so much more work in terms of putting together an outfit. Tifa's easy, right? Like, making the armbands, but other than that, like,
Excuse me.
you can buy that stuff at a thrift store.
Guess the travel or something.
Aerith is
really
difficult
did a
because of the
number on my
jacket.
back.
Yeah.
It's as stiff as a
The
board.
dress
Like,
isn't too
the
hard.
red jacket would have to be
Let
custom.
me take a look.
Yeah. But, like, Tifa's easy, right? Get some thigh highs, get a mini skirt.
You weren't
Get a
Have
couple tank
infinite
tops.
body
Let's
confidence.
get you back to the room.
Yeah, infinite body confidence.
Yeah. Let's just call it
Not
a
having a stomach that
No
has given
amount of
birth,
guesswork
maybe.
will get us any closer to the truth. So how about we give our
Or
heads a
just
rest?
going screw it and doing it anyway.
That's wholesome ass music.
But yeah,
No, you don't.
like
That
to make
bad.
Joe like Cloud or something like that
Sweet dreams.
would take so much
See you
work.
tomorrow.
It's also blonde, which Joe would need a an anime wig. That's a very specific wig too. Like, look at that.
Yeah, yeah.
That ain't easy cosplay.
Right.
Maybe I'll take that off.
For the sake of just showcasing one piece of music, I'm going to skip conversations
Wow.
here and end
Free
in the
feed on
calm.
stream. Did you see that?
Yes.
Dang.
Sorry.
We should look up their scores on WikiFeet.
Oh my god.
Oh,
We should not do that.
It's nothing.
We're going to skip this
I w-
conversation and
I, don't-
stuff.
I will never open that website. I just know that it exists because it's a meme.
I'm sure Tifa's there. Hold on, we're going to skip all this stuff.
Are fictional characters on there? I thought it was like YouTubers and stuff.
I
And
don't know. I'm
famous
not on
people.
there. I'm not a foot person. Get your feet out of my face. This is the conversation you wanted them to have, by the way.
Good.
But we're going to
I'm
elide
glad.
it for the sake of spoilers, because I know that there are people who want to do this on their own. Thinking of Julianne here.
Okay, they do have the conversation I want them to have, which is, what the heck, man?
Yes.
Things were not lining up in
We're
your
gonna go
story.
back to bed. Oh, can we just take a minute though?
Yes.
Yeah, look, they're down there. Those two.
Ambient music? Oh, nice.
Yeah, within the diegesis. They're just jamming out,
Hell
being
yeah.
annoying 1 o'clock in the morning jazzers. Like you do.
Like you
Of
do.
course. That's some
Man.
real city life.
Question. Can we hear Hip Hop de Chocobo in any of this?
No, not yet.
What?
You can hear
F
amazing
minus.
orchestral chocobo. But this is what I wanted to have us hear. Hold on.
Nobody comes to a Final Fantasy game for orchestral Chocobo, Ryan. That's the
Shut up,
least.
Dana.
That is the least desired Chocobo remix of all time. I would take Polka de Chocobo.
Oh my
over
gosh,
that.
all these cutscenes to skip.
Actually, y'all, Polka de Chocobo would be friggin' amazing. And I think if I had the time, that would be something I would make for OC Remix. Get out my accordion. Oh my god, that's such a good idea.
Good morning, sir.
Can I skip this
I must
conversation?
apologize. Your companions have all
Yes,
stepped
good.
out.
Peace out, Broden.
Broden.
Perhaps
What
a
other
trip to
genres
the
have we not
Sadly.
By the
had
way,
a de Chocobo
In that
of?
case, you might also.
That would be amazing.
Flamenco de Chocobo.
Really?
No, we had Vamos al Flamenco. Well,
not the
that's not a
Chocobo
Chocobo theme. Yeah, that would be good.
Alright, the town theme here.
You've been waiting for me?
Rules.
I've been waiting for a chance to thank you properly. Without your help, I'd still be in Hojo's clutches.
But it'll just
trapped
play,
in that
hold on,
lab.
if we skip this conversation. We'll just have it come in.
If you're getting your equipment checked, have them check mine while you're at it.
Sure thing. The Rook's got a backbone.
This is my new favorite thing. Rococo de Chocobo is my new favorite thing.
This
I want it.
piece.
oh, this is good.
Calm looks amazing.
Yeah. Looks like Universal Studios. So perfect.
The inn. At
Yeah, the I mean, and I say that in that like it looks like a theme park version of a town. Like everything looks so perfect, right?
This Makotek allows
Yeah.
us to live in comfort with every
I love the
Uh-huh.
blending of the polka stuff back into the town theme as you leave too.
travels both above and below ground. The tank itself is modeled after Carl's old
Again, the transitions between tracks are absolutely next level. A theme park version of everything is a good way to think of this, actually. In any case, this is where the game starts, and that's all I'm going to say about the rest of the stuff that happens for now. I'm going to give people more than 24 hours to play through the stuff that was not part of the demo.
Yeah.
I think that's
I don't know
fair.
when we'll come back to it. We'll give it like maybe a month, at least, right? How long? Well, how long is this to play? Do we know?
To do everything, 180 hours.
Oh, okay. So maybe more than a month.
I think we will probably come back to it
Maybe 2 months.
2 months from now or so. I feel like you want to give people time, because this is one of those games that you're going to buy a PS5 for.
Yeah, and especially after a semester ends, maybe.
I love you, Julian.
Baby bop boop. All right.
Yes. In any case, we've gone way over.
Hit me up
Sorry
with
about
your
that, everybody.
Because I love it. I really want to make a polka chocobo so bad. Do I have time to be arranging that? No.
No.
Will I probably do it anyway? Because what I do when I'm procrastinating is I make arrangements nobody asked for.
Nice.
As we all may recall, when I was keynoting for that graduate student conference, instead of writing my keynote, I ended up going, you know what I don't have in my string quartet repertoire is Every Time We Touch by Cascada.
Nice.
And now that's in my repertoire, and it's great.
All right. We will see everybody next week with not FF7. Again, we're going to give lots of people, and Julian,
we don't know what we're doing next week, right?
No, we kind of have one more week to fill before Nakagum, so we'll see what's around. I want to do one thing of Balatro, because I've been playing an absolute crap ton of that stupid little 50 megabyte game.
Well, you can do that, or I might have some things.
Do it, because mine is a 10-minute exercise. It's not a long game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have some ideas.
Good, let's do it.
If I can get that emulator working, I will have the wildest idea. I think Joe can help me make that happen, because I mentioned it to him and he's like, "Oh, we have that stuff on the Plex server, or not Plex, but like the home network." So I was like, "Sweet." We've done Short Hike. Felt cute. We had, I think, was it Elizabeth Hamilton on with us that night when we did Short Hike?
We have done it.
Yeah. Well, I think it's on YouTube. We can try to find it and link it up. That was a good one.
It was a really good one.
No, what I have in mind is a little unhinged, because, you know, I have my Florence. I have my beautiful games that I show y'all, like Florence, where you're like, wow, this is gorgeous and so stunning. And then I have my like shitpost games where I'm like, let's play Chicken Scream.
Good.
This is more in that. It's not Chicken Scream, but it's more in that camp.
We're gonna make Julianne play Chicken Scream. Oliver has asked for this specifically when she visits.
I'm ready.
Yes, please.
All right, we'll see y'all next week. Bye, team.
Yeah, we'll do something fun. Bye.